as Eleanor was saying, the mandatory military service promotes indentured servitude, and people just don't want to do it. I have a source that says that the reason that the draft didn't work very well in Vietnam was because of the people that were drafted. The draft brought in the unwilling and judges of the time and gave criminals the choice of army or jail, which brought in those both unwilling and unfit. Morale in the military during that time was not poor simply because we were fighting a war most didn't support. It was terrible because of the very makeup of the people. So we could have criminals in it. It doesn't keep the military honorable. Now, they were saying that you would have to be fit enough to join the military, even though earlier they said only the disabled would not be able to join. But in the time of a war, if one should happen, then everyone would be drafted, and that will have a bad effect. The cost issue, it kind of counteracts the goal of what we're trying to do, especially now in like Islamic countries, because if we really want to help them, we shouldn't be spending time and money and people going over there. We should just help them and give them money to build their country up, like building police force, schools, hospitals. It takes about $10 million to recruit 93,000 more troops, and that $10 billion could have a better effect elsewhere. The cost is also bad because, like Eleanor was saying, it takes about a year to even get ready to be in combat if the need should happen. And so we have to, the country taxpayers have to spend so much money paying people that barely become useful by the time they get discharged or basically, there is no need for the mandatory military service anymore. In the early 90s in the Gulf War, only 2,225,000 troops from the U.S. were involved, and then about 10 years later, about half of that are involved in the war on terror. There's just a decline of need. There's no need for that many troops anymore because technology is improving. People aren't needed as much. Lastly, even if a situation should arise where we do need people, the Congress doesn't need to make a draft law because the volunteer military program that's happening right now is already good enough. It gets enough people to get the job done and keep the military strong.